Miss Kimbell, speaking of strength, and I'm going to stop taping after this. Speaking of strength, for the 4,000 people that have lost their homes, for the 17 people's family members, 17 people died, their family members, for the tremendous amount of loss the community is experiencing and suffering, and the grief, which will be
a long time.
What would you say to the community? What would you say to the community as far as...
I'm going to say to you what I said to my daughter a few moments ago. I can't even imagine everything gone. I can't imagine that. How difficult. I don't have words to put there. However, there's still hope. And they will recover. We're not the first community to have something like this happen to us. Really and truly, we're not.
It's true. I just hope.
And I think
hope they rebuild.
From what I feel, the vibes I've gotten, we are going to rebuild. Now, I'll tell you what I didn't know. I didn't know this was a black community. That's what they're saying. I said, well, fine.
They was coming out of the hills and the mountains. I said, where are all these black people coming from?
I said, well, I've always lived next door, across the street from white folks. I didn't know this was supposed to be no black community. I do remember in the 60s that we didn't allow our children to come up here in Altadena. If you came past Altadena Drive there, the sheriffs would get you and hit you and beat them up and send them on their way.
When was this?
In the 60s.
What year did you get here?
I got here in the 60s.
You got here when it was happening.
Yes. My neighbor, when I lived on Mountain View, she had 2 sons. And one of her sons got caught after dark, and the Altadena sheriffs got him, broke his nose, and broke his jaw. That happened. And
I never heard any thing like this.
That's because you guys outgrew. You became normalized, if that's the word.
You came, and I came.
And we came. You went to the Muir, and you went to wherever. If you didn't want to go to Muir, you went to PHS.
Blair.
Or you went to Blair, and our young people, I still think, a lot of them think that everything is okay. There's no racism, and that's not true.
It is.
That's not true yet. Maybe because our young men and young women are having interracial marriages. I don't know. But I didn't. If this is the black community, I really, really like it. And I think we're going to rebuild. But
there's some, I hear some are already done sold their property.
One property I've heard has been sold. Yes. And now, where we went up there today, it has on there, people are putting on the Altadena is not for sale.
I like that.
That's a very nice, and I think that there's hope. The drugstore, Rite Aid, is open. I just went there today. Rite Aid is open.
Webster's reopened.
It did?